Blessings. Crazy is as crazy does. So we talked about community support and peers support programs. Now let's talk about the individual that's just out there. Never touched on any of these items. Crazy is as crazy does. Forrest Gump. Basically, it means you are viewed through the eyes of the world uh, by what you say and what you do. Uh, the current state of science, of psychology, uh, neurology, is uh, cognitive behavioral therapy, uh, behavior modification, altering negative thought patterns and inappropriate speech, whatnot. Uh, Cognitive behavioral therapy focuses on the raw essentials of daily life, brushing your teeth, changing into clean clothes, taking a shower more than every month. How about every other day at least? You do feel better. There was a time when I never paid attention at all to my appearance. And usually I got along fine because, other than being an aging hippie in life, a Sikh, uh, I never really had problems with others because of anything I said or did up to a point. But when you reach that point, that's when you start to draw the attention you don't need or want from others. Uh, Flags go up, whistles sound off, bells start to ring. There are some real definite signs and symptoms, the symptomology and the sign of what's going on with a person psychosocially, sexual, socially, uh, everything that is you. The brain is not separate from the environment. We experience the environment through our central nervous system. There's two, the central nervous system and the peripheral, right? That's also complicated for me. I will do you the favors of leaving you some links after the end of this talk on mental health. So you're out there and you're just wondering, well, I'm in deep shit. I've been depressed every single day and it's starting to get on me and the walls are closing in. So, it takes the courage of a warrior, like the Veterans Administration eloquently states, to seek help. Most of the people in this world will never get that far. And the real nut jobs that end up in the papers and on the TV, they most certainly probably didn't have much to do with anything like seeking mental health aid and help. It's scary when you hear those words, mental health. It makes you sound like an oddball right away, like my favorite man from Mars, my favorite Martian. Uh, you got to get that courage, and sometimes it's just the sheer ass need of survival. You got to eat. I'm so depressed I can't even eat. So you got to talk to somebody, brother. There's always someone out there It might not be your mom and your dad or your brother or your sister or your best friend. Oftentimes, it's a complete stranger. But at these moments of great need within yourself, always bow to the individual before you, the other. Never disregard the other. When we start acting all weird, crazy is as crazy does, it's pretty much when we've forgotten about the others in our environment and we're too much in our own head. A very good spiritual teacher of mine, a brother named Harmit Singh. Harmit is a Punjabi word and it means God's friend. And this guy's genuine. I wish I wish you could meet this fellow, Harmit Singh, Punjabi Sikh, and an astrophysicist. The dude's a rocket scientist for real. I've never met a rocket scientist in my life. Well, long story short, Harmit says you can't not heal the mind with the mind. Another great fellow that I met, a man of color named Leonardo, back in Wisconsin. He was a retired Air Force guy. It's, whatever their police are in the Air Force. But he was really impressive. He had fallen down a staircase and he had to wear the halo, to heal his neck from the fall. Deep shit. We all go through some of those things occasionally. We can't be in fear, but we have to know how to deal with an emergency when it happens. Well, Leonardo, he said, well, the way we got to do this is we got to start here in the mind and then in your heart. So, your mind and heart. Can you see the world through the eyes of your heart? There's a lesson there. Look at the world through the eyes of your heart. Then you can see the others around you. You can put yourself in their place. You can have empathy. You can have compassion. You can follow the lead of your moral compass. So many times we lose touch with our moral compass. It's not confined to just us. Everyone strays. We all fall down from time to time. But we can't heal the mind with the mind. We need to reach a point of clarity, of mindlessness. Well, not like that. Mindfulness, yeah. That monk from Vietnam, that something, I don't know, I can't pronounce it. T-H-A-T, and then his first name starts with the T too. He just passed away recently. He started a movement called mindfulness awareness training. Cool. There's some techniques to take 10 breaths and go into your happy place. All right, what we're going to do tonight is I'll just leave a bunch of references in the subtitles for you. I'll try to come up with some good ones. The number one good one is Chris Ulmer. Special books for special kids or people. He is a young graduate student, postgraduate, and he started a foundation to draw attention to people with many different kinds of disabilities. Chris Ulmer, that's Ulmer, and he has his master's degree in special education and special needs. It's real impressive. Um, I wish I could meet the guy. I'll try to put in some other pertinent links that may interest you or get you some of the deep uh, reference material you might want to peek at. The second article I'm going to include in the subtitle below this video is a doctor's thesis on stress and the neurological processes, all the way down from remember I said the CNS and the PNS, the peripheral nervous system. Well, he breaks it down to the HPA, which is the hypothalamus, the pineal, and the adrenal gland, and the sequences, cascades uh, from stress, from our environment, and from just the thought. Amazingly enough, because we're not exposed to the environment as our ancestors were, we can just create stress by the single thought. So, God bless. Good night. Keep it simple. Thank you.